Good morning, team. Today is Thursday. Today is January 12th. Looking at the overall economical calendar, you guys can see that we already got CPI data coming out at 8:30 this morning. You can see we had jobless numbers. A lot of information came out this morning before the market opened. Even Fed Patrick basically speaks at 8:45, so he may be still speaking as we are speaking right now. 11:30 a.m. Bullard speaks. 12 o'clock, we have another Fed speaker. And then 2 p.m., we have the Fed budget. So definitely a lot of information today. And then tomorrow, we have import price index. So make sure you guys keep track of all this information before you guys jump into the overall market at a particular time. Jumping over to the watch list, we got two top stocks that I'm watching today. Still watching Tesla. Tesla has been going sideways as we spoke in our previous videos, which means that once this breaks out, this is going to be a beautiful breakout either to the upside or downside. You can see we have strong resistance around that 126. Once we break that level, we can start basically pushing up at least towards, you can see that we have a 129 over here, and then we could possibly even hit that 136, 135 level over here. So let's see what happens. Overall 20-day looks like it wants to cross over, hasn't crossed over yet. We're bullish, as in we're holding above the 20-day EMA. Other than that, jumping over towards the 180-day, we're holding above the 180-day EMA, which is another bullish line. MACD's crossover, RSI has possibility. So let's see what happens, especially if the market continues on its green streak. We could possibly see a run up on Tesla. Looking at the 15-minute, 15-minute is crossed up already, so we could possibly get a spike if this 15-minute stays crossed up. You can see we made an intermediate high at 125. We need to break that 126. So make sure you guys set your alerts to see if we break out above on Tesla, right? So she's trying to break out. Let's jump over towards the 1 year on Tesla too. 1 year on Tesla, you can see the 1 year. We're above the 1 year. 1 year MACD is crossed up. So if you're looking at the overall picture, right? Overall picture, Tesla's had a huge drop. It's been going sideways around this 112 zone over here, and we're starting to formulate some type of upward trend, especially if the MACD's crossed over on the 1 year. I wouldn't even be shocked long term we go up towards at least 150. All right, so make sure you guys keep an eye on Tesla. That 1 year MACD is crossed up. RSI is oversold. This is a perfect time to possibly swing Tesla. So make sure you guys watch out for Tesla. Next stock we're going to talk about is SPY, right? We're going to start off on that 1 year again, right? SPY has been trading below this SMA for quite a bit. This SMA acts as a wall. When the stock is below it, the stock is basically more in favor for a bearish trend, and it could even reject it with the candles, right? You can see rejection. We hit it, reject it, right? Yesterday, we actually broke above it. We're sitting at 398. MACD is crossed up below divergence. If this starts to open up into divergence today, we could possibly see a spike, right? I've been telling the chat room, I'm telling you guys that SPY could possibly even go towards the 400s, maybe even 20-day gap fill, which we'll get to that in a minute. But we are holding above that 1 year SMA. And not only that, we're holding above the 1 year EMA. All bullish signs, right? So make sure you guys watch out for that, right? A lot of times you guys are waiting for news. The charts tell you what's going to happen before the news happens, right? So make sure you guys pay attention to the charts. Overall, you can see on the 180-day, this is the 180-day 4 hour. You can see we had that massive drop. We had a previous top at 410, and then the market basically rejected that zone, and we started to go sideways, right? 410 was a previous rejection zone, not only before this time, but in the past. It was a previous rejection zone back here. We rejected it, went sideways, found support. This is concrete support. Whenever you see a stock drop and go sideways, it's found support, right? Now we're pushing up. MACD has crossed up. RSI is more on the overbought side. So definitely want to be cautious with that. But it is overbought in favor of bullishness, right? So we are above the EMA. We made a high of 398 overnight. Jumping over towards the 20-day chart, you see 20-day over here. 20-day is trying to cross back up. It did cross down intermediately, and it's trying to cross back up. 20-day has just been floating overbought. So what that means to me, when I see an overbought 20-day, we could get a possible pullback day, even though long-term trend, the market is overall bullish. But since the 20-day and the 180-day are so overbought, we could get an intermediate basically pullback. So meaning, hey, this thing could possibly break this 398, squeeze towards that 400 zone, maybe even go towards 405, max out up there, and then come back. If you look at the RSI has been more overbought before. You can see over here within 20 days, the RSI has been to like 89, right? Right now it's like 81. So we have more upside potential, right? So you definitely want to use the RSI as like your gauge to see, hey, when is this thing going to tap out, right? Because right now we're at that first level. You could do support and resistance on your RSI. A lot of people don't know that, right? So right now the RSI is around like 81, which if you're looking at the line that I'm about to put right here, this level has been a resistance level on the RSI before. So once we break out that 81 zone, we're going to start pushing up towards 89. So watch out for that. And then once we start to get 89, that's when I would probably exit those positions. If you're a bear, you're looking for a bearish position today, main level you want to watch is going to be the break of the 20-day trade line. Why? That's your first line of defense, right? We've been above that 20-day trade line since the 10th, trading above it, trading above it, trading above it. Now, once we start to trade below it, get a candle that opens and closes below it, that's going to be your key confirmation for bearishness. So watch out for that. And then we could break that 396 and you could short it. This orange dotted line represents my EMAs on the 20 days. I usually use a smaller dotted line, and the large dotted orange line, I use that for basically the 180 day. So you could short it from 396 to the 180 day, which is at like 393. So $3 drop on the SPY on 0-day expirations is pretty lovely to see. So definitely want to watch to see what's happening. But overall, the news is pumping up the market. You can see we're trying to make a new high as I speak, right? 5-day is crossed up. 15-minute is crossed up. So you may want to possibly wait for a pullback at the bell and then wait for the next cross up, especially with the bullishness that we're seeing this morning, right? So that's going to be it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Leave a like and comment below. Message me on Instagram, Wall Street Assassins. Let me know what stock you're watching for the week, and I'll throw it in the watch list. Peace.